Scientists discovered a new planet called Theia, 5 light-years from Earth. This planet has much more oxygen than Earth, making it perfect for humans to live on. A crew was sent to settle there for the first time. However, they made a big mistake by going to Theia. Let's discuss this in our today's story. It begins with a man named Shun, who wakes up from cryosleep on his spaceship. He is shocked to find that the ship hasn't reached Theia yet and is still traveling through space. Shun notices that bioengineered plants are growing on the ship, meant to be food for the crew. Confused and worried, Shun searches the ship to understand why he woke up in the middle of the journey. During his search, he meets another crew member named Lana, who also woke up early from cryosleep. Together, they find 7 more crew members who have also woken up too soon. All of them are surprised and puzzled about why they woke up before reaching Theia. To find the reason, they split into different teams and start exploring the ship, trying to solve the mystery of their early awakening. Afterwards, a flashback shows Shun's past on Earth. He used to work in the underworld in Japan and once killed several members of a rival gang. Shun's older brother Takeshi was a police officer. Takeshi told Shun that killing the rival gang members was a huge mistake. Now, not only would the gang come after him, but the entire police department would also be on his trail. To save his life, Takeshi suggested that Shun join a space mission. This mission was to a planet called Theia, located 5 light-years away from Earth. Scientists had discovered Theia and found its environment perfect for humans, with clean air, pure water, and abundant natural resources. It was seen as a new hope for humanity, a way to escape the ruined Earth. Humans were being sent to Theia for the first time in 2 ships, and Takeshi arranged for Shun to be on the second ship. An assistant informed Shun that, thanks to his brother's recommendation, his name had been added to the crew list. This way, Shun could escape his crimes on Earth and start a new life on the planet Theia. While eating, Takeshi reminds his brother Shun that he has no other option but to join the mission to Theia because even Takeshi can't hold off the police department for long. Shun reluctantly agrees but insists that Takeshi come with him. Takeshi agrees, wanting to protect his brother. However, on the night they are about to leave, the leader of the rival gang kills Takeshi in revenge. Devastated and fearing for his own life, Shun flees and joins the mission to Theia. Shun is haunted by guilt, knowing his brother died because of his own actions. Back in the present, Shun and the other crew members go to the ship's control room. They find it empty, but realize the ship is enormous, with many ring-like compartments. They are shocked to discover that part of the back of the ship is badly damaged, indicating it collided with something. The crew members, now deeply concerned, start investigating to understand the situation and figure out what went wrong. While they were trying to understand what had happened, they suddenly heard the voice of a crew member on the radio. The crew member was in a lot of pain and asked for help, saying he was injured and lying in the lower part of the ship. The crew realized that this person might be able to tell them what happened while they were in cryosleep. Shun, Lana, Henry, and Abigail decided to go down to rescue the injured member. Meanwhile, an engineer named Lee, along with the rest of the crew, began searching the ship's computers for answers. They discovered that almost all the other crew members had already escaped using the ship's escape pods. This revelation made everyone even more scared, as it meant something terrible had happened on the ship. The remaining crew members likely couldn't wake them from cryosleep in time to escape. Determined to find out more and save the injured crew member, Shun, Lana, Henry, and Abigail made their way to the lower part of the ship, hoping to uncover the truth about what had gone wrong. As the 4 members arrived below deck, they discovered Evelyn, who appeared to be in critical condition and was holding a gun, suggesting she had been involved in a confrontation. Furthermore, they heard distressing noises emanating from a nearby room. Lana hurried into the room to investigate, but Shun advised her to pause for a moment due to the presence of bloodstains, indicating potential danger. Meanwhile, Evelyn regained consciousness outside and noticed the open door. She urgently called for it to be closed. Despite the risks involved, Lana reasoned that they should open the door to assist the injured individual inside. Shun eventually agreed, and they ventured into the room. Once inside, Lana and Shun were confronted with a harrowing sight. The room was in disarray, with multiple crew members lying deceased. Additionally, they discovered an asteroid, likely responsible for damaging the ship's rear section. However, the reason behind the crew members' decision to flee remained unclear, leaving many unanswered questions. Later, Lana and Shun encounter a severely injured crew member who had radioed for help earlier. Despite their arrival, he urges them to leave immediately. Before he can provide further details, his body starts breaking apart, and his eyes show signs of distress. Sadly, he succumbs to his injuries and passes away. Filled with apprehension, Lana and Shun stumble upon another crew member, Max, who has been wounded by gunfire. As they assist Max, Evelyn, also injured, reveals to Henry and Abigail the event events leading to their current situation. She explains that an asteroid collision caused significant damage to their ship. However, the collision also introduced a peculiar alien life form. This creature has the ability to completely manipulate the bodies and minds of humans. As a result, chaos ensued on board the ship. The surviving crew members managed to escape using escape pods to ensure their survival. Evelyn warns Henry and Abigail not to open the door, as the alien life form is still present inside the ship. As Henry and Abigail watch, Shun and Lana bring Max out from inside. Henry quickly warns them about the possibility that Max may no longer be human and could be under alien control, posing a threat to them all. True to Henry's warning, Max attempts to grab the gun from Shun, but Shun swiftly renders him unconscious. Taking precautions, they lock Max in a chamber to prevent him from harming anyone. Meanwhile, the focus shifts to Lana's backstory. Before embarking on the mission, Lana worked as a security officer on Earth. She was hired to protect a politician and his daughter Ruby, who faced numerous threats due to the politician's enemies. Over time, Lana developed feelings for the politician, and they entered into a relationship. However, tragedy struck one night when their house was attacked. In the chaos, the politician was shot dead. Lana found herself fighting off an attacker to protect Ruby, but in the struggle, she accidentally shot the cupboard where Ruby was hiding. Devastatingly, Lana ended up unintentionally causing Ruby's death with her own hands. Unable to save either the politician or Ruby, Lana was consumed by guilt. Haunted by her painful past, Lana decided to join the mission in the hopes of leaving her past behind on Earth. In the present, Shun and Lana realize that Evelyn was right when Max starts displaying aggressive behavior and attacks them. Shun is forced to shoot and kill Max in self-defense. However, they soon realize their mistake. When they entered the room, another crew member managed to escape. It's clear that he too must have been under the control of the alien life form. They need to find him quickly before he causes more damage to the ship. Meanwhile, the rest of the crew tend to Evelyn, hoping she will regain consciousness and provide them with vital information. Evelyn's backstory is revealed. She was previously serving on the same ship with another crew member named Max. During their time together, Evelyn fell in love with Max and everything seemed to be going well. However, their peaceful journey was abruptly interrupted when an asteroid collided with the ship, causing damage to the rear section and breaching cell number 50. Max and some crew members, including Evelyn, went to assess the damage caused by the collision. Little did they know, there were other crew members in cryosleep in that area. After some time, chaos erupted on board the ship, prompting Evelyn to seek out Max. It was then she discovered the truth. The asteroid collision had brought a mysterious alien creature onto their ship, which was now controlling the crew members. Amidst the chaos, hundreds of crew members were brutally killed. Realizing the danger, Evelyn was forced to shoot Max in self-defense. In a desperate attempt to contain the threat, she closed the door behind her and lost consciousness. Meanwhile, the remaining crew members fled in the escape shuttle to preserve their lives. In the present, the crew anxiously awaits Evelyn's recovery. Meanwhile, Lee discovers that the escaped crew member, Vincent, is the one who poses a threat as he attempts to infect others. In the meantime, Vincent attacks another crew member, Logan, trying to transmit the alien influence through his blood. Fortunately, Logan is rescued by the arrival of the rest of the crew, and Vincent flees in fear. It becomes clear that the alien is seeking a new host through Vincent to avoid detection. Dr. Henry takes decisive action by scanning Max's head to uncover the identity of the alien creature. Upon examination, they find evidence of the alien's presence inside Max's head. Henry explains to the crew that the alien infiltrates the body wall through the blood, targeting the brain and seizing control of the neurons, resulting in the loss of self-control by the affected individual. Realizing the urgency of the situation, the crew resolves to capture Vincent before he can infect anyone else. They understand that by eliminating Vincent, they can eradicate the alien threat once and for all. The crew begins searching for Vincent, only to discover him already dead in a pool. They're puzzled why the alien would kill its own host, but the answer becomes clear when they examine Vincent's head and find no trace of the alien creature. It's evident that the alien had transferred to another crew member before Vincent's demise, causing suspicion to spread among the crew. As tensions rise, Logan harbors suspicions towards Lee, who found Vincent's body. However, the crew decides to wait for the infected member to reveal themselves through a mistake before taking action. Meanwhile, the crew faces another pressing issue: the damaged ship. The collision with the asteroid has left a crucial part of the ship compromised, jeopardizing their journey to the planet Thea. Their priority becomes separating the damaged section from the rest of the ship, a dangerous task that adds to their already mounting challenges and uncertainties. After forming two teams, the crew sets out to address the damage to the ship caused by the collision. While working on the damaged section, Logan narrowly avoids being sucked into space and sustains injuries in the process. Lana also faces a close call and accidentally gets locked in a compartment slated for disposal into space. With the doors jammed, the crew fears Lana's chances of survival are slim. Despite the perilous situation, Shun, who harbors feelings for Lana, vows to rescue her. Braving the dangers, Shun risks his own life to reach Lana near the airlock. Miraculously, he manages to save her, and their bond deepens as Lana realizes her growing affection for him. As the crew works tirelessly to repair the ship, they regain control and set a course for their destination, the planet Thea. Upon returning to the medical room, the crew discovers Lee's lifeless body atop Logan's, revealing that she was the one affected by the alien entity. However, the unsettling revelation is that upon examination, the alien creature is no longer present in Lee's body. It's apparent that the creature has once again switched hosts, infiltrating the brain of another unsuspecting crew member. With suspicion falling on Logan due to Lee's blood being spilled on him, he vehemently denies being affected. In collaboration with Henry, Logan explains that their research indicates that the alien creature damages the part of the brain it enters. Consequently, the affected individual loses memories of their past. Logan reassures the crew that he remembers his past, indicating that he is not under the creature's influence. With the doctor's confirmation, the crew acknowledges Henry and Logan's joint research efforts. They decide to locate the device containing everyone's past data, enabling them to interview each member individually to identify any discrepancies in their memories. Time is of the essence, as they must complete this task before reaching planet Thea to prevent the dangerous alien creature from accompanying them. As they search for the data device, a crew member stumbles upon the same cutter used to kill Lee in Kate's room. This discovery raises concerns that Kate may be the new host for the alien creature. Adding to their suspicions, traces of blood are also found in the room, deepening the crew's apprehension about Kate's potential involvement. Without hesitation, the crew swiftly apprehends Kate and secures her in a chamber. Concerns mount among the crew as they face the imminent arrival at Thea with the unsettling knowledge that one of their own may be host to the alien creature. As they grapple with the gravity of their predicament, the planet Thea looms into view, promising a fresh start for humanity. Their joy at the sight of their new home is short-lived as another spacecraft approaches from a distance. It becomes evident that this ship had arrived at Thea before them, likely informed by the crew members who had escaped earlier. These individuals would have relayed the story of the asteroid collision and the subsequent infiltration of the alien creature, warning the crew of the imminent danger posed by the creature's ability to control human minds. As the other ship broadcasts Protocol 47, announcing the deployment of advanced scanning machines throughout their vessel, fear grips the crew. The scanners will detect any life form other than human and release a lethal gas, ensuring the destruction of any non-human entities. With each ring of their ship slated for scanning, anxiety mounts among the crew. Kate's confinement as a suspected alien host intensifies their unease. In a desperate bid to avoid detection in the scan, the crew contemplates ejecting Kate into space. However, Logan vehemently opposes this plan, expressing his love for Kate and refusing to witness her demise. In a moment of desperation, Logan intervenes and frees Kate from her confinement, attempting to flee with her. However, Shun, accompanied by another crew member, apprehends them before any harm can be done to Kate. As tensions escalate, Logan asserts his belief in Kate's innocence, citing his own intact memories as proof. Shun hesitates, torn between the potential risk in the memory of his past mistakes, which cost his brother's life. Ultimately, the crew convenes and resolves to devise a new plan to ascertain Kate's true condition and ensure the safety of all on board. Dr. Henry proposes inducing a temporary coma in Kate, theorizing that it will either force the alien creature out of her or eliminate it due to the decreased body temperature during the process. While fraught with risk, this plan offers a potential solution. Despite initial reservations, Kate herself consents to the procedure for the greater good of the crew. With apprehension looming over them, the crew begins preparations for the risky experiment. In a surprising turn of events, it becomes evident that Kate was not affected by the alien creature. She is as clueless about the cutter and blood marks in her room as the rest of the crew. It becomes apparent that the true culprit deliberately framed her to deflect suspicion. With half of the ship already scanned and the looming threat of poisonous gas if any alien presence is detected, Henry, Shun, and Lana devise a daring plan. They propose retrieving oxygen tanks from the fourth ring, enabling them to breathe in case the ship is filled with toxic gas. With the scanning of the ring about to commence, the trio wastes no time in dismantling the oxygen pipes and preparing for the impending danger. While Abigail, Evelyn, and Kate contemplate their escape plan by separating apart part of the ship, they face a significant hurdle. The weight limit of the escape port is only 150 kilograms, meaning only 2 of them can use it. This limitation adds pressure to their already dire situation. Meanwhile, in the medical room, Shun makes a startling discovery while assisting Lana with the oxygen cylinder. Among Evelyn's belongings, he finds a photo of Max with his younger brother, identified as Sam. This triggers a realization in Shun. Lana had previously mentioned her brother's name as Sam, implying a connection between Max and Lana. As the pieces fall into place, Shun deduces the shocking truth. Lana herself is the one affected by the alien creature. It becomes clear that Lana fabricated her past, using Max's memories as her own to conceal her true identity. With this revelation, the story takes an unexpected turn, unveiling Lana's deception and the depth of the alien's infiltration among the crew. As Shun delves into Max's computer, he uncovers the truth of his own life, which Lana had appropriated as her own to conceal her identity. Lana's deceit runs deep. She had woven Max's past into her own narrative to evade suspicion. The day Vincent perished, the alien entity seized the opportunity to infiltrate Lana, using her as its vessel. Subsequently, it orchestrated Lee's demise and framed Kate to sow discord among the crew, all in a bid to reach Thea through Lana's guise. Confronted with the harrowing reality, Shun grapples with a difficult decision. Despite his love for Lana, he realizes her presence jeopardizes the safety of the entire crew. Determined to protect them, he resolves to apprehend Lana. Yet, in a poignant moment, Lana, besieged by memories of her true self, implores Shun to end her life for the greater good. Faced with an agonizing choice, Shun refuses to sacrifice Lana. Instead, he renders her unconscious and discreetly places her in an escape pod. With a heavy heart, he launches the pod into space, severing Lana's connection to the ship and the alien entity within her. With Lana's departure, the ship clears the scan, sparing them from the lethal gas. Finally, with the threat averted, they proceed to land safely on Thea, their new home. The members rejoiced as they approached their new home, unaware of the dark truth lurking beneath their celebration. While outwardly sharing in the joy, Shun harbored a secret. He had unwittingly sent the alien-influenced Lana out through an escape pod. Meanwhile, Lana, seemingly freed from the alien's control, expressed gratitude to Shun for his assistance. However, her apparent liberation was a deception orchestrated by the alien, which had recognized the potency of human emotions. Knowing that killing Shun would have triggered the release of poisonous gas, the alien manipulated Lana into feigning freedom. By presenting Shun with a gun and convincing him to launch the escape pod, the alien ensured its own arrival on Thea, where it plans to proliferate and dominate the unsuspecting human population. Shun's unwitting error has led them to the alien-infested planet, setting the stage for a dire future for humanity. And with this shocking ending, the video ends here. What did you all think of the series? Drop your thoughts below and hit that subscribe button.
अब आओ ना फिर से मिल जाओ ना फिर से जलाओ ना मुझे मिटाओ ना यूं दिल से अब आओ ना फिर से मिल जाओ ना फिर से जलाओ ना मुझे मिटाओ ना यूं दिल से कोई प्यार ना दे यूं जैसे मुझको चाहती है तू ज़माने के जैसी न बन मेरे यार जैसी है तू ज़माना जलाता मुझे लगाती गले फिर से तू मैं गिर के उठा हूँ अभी हर चीज सिखाती है तू मैं लिख आया कहानी अपनी जो बीती जिंदगानी अपनी जो खोया मैंने है वो खोया मैं रात जाग के हूँ रोया मैं लिख आया कहानी अपनी जो बीती जिंदगानी अपनी जो खोया मैंने है वो खोया मैं रात जाग के हूँ रोया 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 ख्वाहिश मेरी रह गई तुझसे मिलूं मैं कभी तुझको मैं प्यार दूं और बेशुमार दूं दिल तो जला है बहुत इसकी सजा है बहुत, फिर भी तेरा ही रहा, मेरी नहीं मानता। जितना भी चाहूं तुम्हें, मिलना है दर्द मुझे, होता है क्या इस तरह कोई भी इश्क यहाँ। तुम जो मेरी ना बनी, किसको बताता फिरूं ये दाग दिल अपना, किसको दिखाता फिरूं। वक्त बदलता है सबका, तुझको तो इसका पता था, फिर मुंह क्यों मोड़ गई थी, मुझको यूं छोड़ गई थी। साथ निभाना था मैंने, दिल भी जलाना था मैंने, फिर क्यों मेरी ना बनी थी और ये सजा बन गई थी। जिसको मैं जीता रहा था, ये दर्द पीता रहा था। ऐसी निशानी है तू, ऐसी कहानी है तू। मैं लिख आया कहानी अपनी जो बीती जिंदगानी, अपनी जो खोया मैंने है वो खोया मैं रात जाग के रोया। मैं लिख आया कहानी अपनी जो बीती जिंदगानी, अपनी जो खोया मैंने है वो खोया मैं रात जाग के रोया रोया रोया। अब इसके पार है तेरा मेरा ठिकाना, अब इसके पार है तेरा मेरा ठिकाना, अब इसके पार है फिर तुझसे दिल लगाना, अब इसके पार है।